Hey everybody, it's Chad Decan, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we began this dungeon, the Skyview Temple, and got through all of this, and we are now at the tail end of it. This time, we're gonna be finishing off the dungeon today. Interesting, what's it called? Fun fact, when I began this recording, I was actually planning on switching to the Joy-Cons. But then I realized it wanted me to use motion controls, and that was the easiest no of my life. So, interesting thing here, now that we have that bokoblin on there, that's it. That's generally what you want to do. You just kind of want to bait them onto this whole little like tightrope, go back, because you can't hit them when you're on the tightrope. They can. They can hit you. So you just kind of want to go back and then slingshot, or beetle also works. Oh, yeah, same thing with this guy. Just gonna... Now he's gone. Nothing to worry about. It really can be that simple. So for now, let's go over here. Let's grab this chest. And we get 20 rupees. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is clearly the dungeon door. This is what we got. The door is locked tight and will not open. So we need to find a big ol' weird looking key, apparently. So for now, let's just make our way up. But yeah, we're going to be finishing off the dungeon today. And I'd like to apologize for my severe lack of uploads. I feel like... Okay, Dang. I've only uploaded 8 videos these past 2 weeks. This is like one of the slowest starts I think I've ever had to a Let's Play. And it's not because of the game. I've had a lot of fun every time I've recorded this game. The game is so fun. So it's not that, I'd like to know. It's not because I don't like the game. My life has just been kind of crazy recently. So to start, I work a full-time job, right? Like full-time. Like I work 40 hours a week every day, 5 days a week. And the problem is, so the premiere weekend of this Let's Play, I got sick, right? I didn't get sick. I got locked out of my house. And my landlord didn't do anything about it. So I ended up having to go to my girlfriend's parents' house for like the whole weekend. So we eventually just gave up on waiting for the landlord and went and paid for our own locksmith. Which kind of sucked. Then, the next weekend, I got food poisoning. And like, I'd like to know, Monday through Friday, I work, so I generally don't Let's Play that much on weekdays. Thursday mornings, which is actually when I'm recording this episode, is generally the only time during the week I Let's Play. Mostly just because my Thursday mornings are a lot more free. I have nothing really going on Thursday mornings. We got the golden carving. Strangely, this shaped gold wow. It's covered in mysterious patterns. It's a cool little weird fella. So because of that, like, on the 2 weekends where I was going to do a bunch of Let's Plays, I like to Let's Play, like, at least, like, 5 videos a weekend. I have a lot of fun like that. It's like my favorite part. And I just did not get that opportunity because I was down for the count on last weekend. From Friday to Monday, just could not do anything. I was sick, I felt like throwing up, I was going to the restroom every time I ate something. It was horrible. And then the only other weekend I've been healthy, I literally got locked out of my place. Oh, so this is how this puzzle works. You just kind of want to find the right angle, and then when it gets close enough, it'll tell you when it's time to go. It's really simple. Also, wow, we're already at the boss. I thought this was going to take slightly longer. I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's do this. Solid thumbnail opportunity right there. I kind of like that. A lot of good thumbnail opportunity right now. Look who it is. I thought that tornado I stirred up would have tossed and torn you apart. Yet here you are, not in pieces. Not that your life or death has any consequence. It's just the girl that matters now. I can sense her beyond here, just beyond this door. Yes, we plucked Her Majesty from her perch in the clouds, and now she's ours. Oh, but listen to me. I'm being positively uncivil. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the demon lord who provides over this land. Presides, my bad. You look down upon this world you call the surface. You may call me Ghirahim. I really wanted this guy in Smash Bros. When I first played this game. In truth, I very much prefer to be indulged with my full title, Lord Ghirahim, but I'm not fussy. Did you really just draw your sword? Foolish boy. By all rights, the girl should have fallen into our hands already. She was nearly ours when that loathsome servant of the goddess snatched her away. Do you have any idea how that made me feel inside? Furious! Outraged! Sick with anger! This turn of events has left me with a strong appetite for bloodshed. Still, it hardly seems fair, being of my position, to take out all of my anger on you. Which is why I promise up front not to murder you. No, I'll just beat you within an inch of your life. Some good thumbnail opportunity there. Okay, so this is the Ghirahim fight. So, let's start off with just slashing him normally, right? You're gonna notice he's eventually gonna catch. So you're just gonna want to shake him away, or he'll do damage. But what you want to do is you want to have your sword facing a certain way, and then slash the opposite way. That generally will work, because he's a lot like the enemies, where they will position themselves where your sword is. So as long as you don't screw up majorly, you should be fine. You have your sword in one way, you slash them a different way. That pretty much just works. Instead he'll just try to catch your sword. So they kind of teach you this as you play the game. I think you generally can figure it out by fighting the bokoblins that your sword positioning matters a lot in combat, and it'll determine if you can block them or not. So now Ghirahim's pulling out his sword. This is not exactly what I would call a hard fight. Okay, well, it would help if my controller would work. So what you want to do there is you want to parry his attack when he comes up like that. Dude, controller, please! I was going to switch to my Joy-Cons, but that did not work. Just gonna say it outright. I wanted to switch to the Joy-Cons, but it wanted me to use motion control. I said, no thank you, I don't want to do all that. That works too, I guess. So yeah, you generally just want to keep hitting him. He's not a very hard fight. Yeah, you can deflect those guys if you can match the correct angle, which is what I've been doing. Yeah, I don't know why this thing is so unresponsive, but as you can see, he's a very easy fight. Well, you put up more of a fight than I would have thought possible out of such a soft boy. But don't clap for yourself quite yet. That sword of yours is the only reason you still live. I fear I spent far too long teasing and toying with you. The girl's presence has all but faded from this place, which means there's no reason to linger here. Goodbye, Sky Child. Run and play this time. Get in my way again, though, and you're dead. I think I'm getting better at this voice acting stuff. I'd say so. You know, I've been coming up with creative voices for all the characters. I think so. Well, not really. Not like crazy, but like honestly, I think I'm not too bad at it. Like I think my only issue with my whole like making voices thing is I can always hear myself in my voices, and I can't determine if that's me just being insecure or if that's like an actual problem. But this is a heart container. This straight up just increases your life by 1. You have an extra heart now. Congratulations. So now we're fully replenished on our hearts, and now we have 7 hearts, which is awesome. Also, this whole thing lighted up, which is very, very, very pretty. Okay, so these pots, we didn't use them, but they were meant to give hearts. Yeah, like straight up, we sat here and didn't have to use a single one, because, look, if you haven't played this game before, this fight would be definitely not as easy. Like, that's for sure. This is not an easy fight if you have never played this game before. But for a fella like me who has played this game numerous times, this is not that bad. But at the same time, it took me a surprisingly long time to figure out combat, and that's just kind of my own fault. But yeah, so it was horrible being sick and all that stuff. But I am going to try and knock out as many videos as I can from now on. I'm hoping we can be in the 40s or even the 50s by December. Like, I'm not gonna give myself too much because I'm gonna be honest with I'm like, it's just kind of hard to upload sometimes now. Yeah, this is very pretty, by the way. Okay, but first things first, we're gonna pull out Beetle. Because if you saw during the cutscene, there's something up on these little towers. Yep, there's money, and I like money. And that's all the money. That's like a nice little thing. Secondly, if we make our way around here, there should be yeah, there's a new bug. This is a blessed butterfly. They're not that rare, honestly. If anything, they're like one of the most common bugs you can possibly find. But, you know, there's something for everybody. And they're also very easy to get as well. They're not very hard. My memory serves me right. I just thought that there was a fairy around here, but I guess not. Also, we're gonna roll into this tree real quick. I'm trying to get, yeah, these guys should give me... Hearts is not what I was asking for. I was hoping for seeds. Because my slingshot's kind of low on ammo. There we go. Yeah, that should bring my slingshot back to 8. That's it? Only gives 5 per? That kind of sucks. But yeah, it's also cool to see these little burrs. They're like an interesting thing about this as well. Knock these down, get some more seeds. That's nice. That's what I was hoping for. Ooh, 5 rupees. Okay, that was worth it. And another heart I don't care about. But yeah, I like this whole little fountain area. It's actually very nice. Very, very beautiful. So let's make our way on over.
Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods of old. Allow me to translate it for you. From the edge of time, I guide you, the one chosen to carry out the goddess's mission. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds must travel to the sacred places to purify her body. You stand in one of these places, the Skyview Spring. The other is known as the Earth Spring. The second spring is hidden away deep within the scorched earth of Eldin. The spirit maiden, ever mindful of the heavy task entrusted to her, has set out for this second sacred place.
You got the ruby tablet. The weathered surface of this heavy stone of tablet feels very old.
Master, as I just translated, it would appear that Zelda purified herself in the waters of this spring. I calculate a 97% chance that she has already set out for Eldin, which another great spring exists. However, it is not clear what method of travel Zelda used to move from here to her next destination. My analysis suggests you should take the tablet to the altar in Skyloft. Doing so will likely open a new column of light on the surface, allowing you to descend to another area and continue your search for Zelda. Let's return to the sky once more before continuing our search. The bird statue outside could take us back up.
Oh, it's a cute little guy!
It's me, Quee! Did you find the girl?
Not yet.
Oh, that's too bad. But it sounds like you at least know where you need to search next to find her, Quee. That's something, right? I'm so glad I've finally been reunited with all my Kikwi friends. It's all thanks to you, Quee. With any luck, hopefully you'll find that girl you've been searching for real soon, Koroku. Take care, okay?
What a nice fella. And that'll be it for this episode. Yeah. We literally completed the dungeon. I think this is like a good place to stop. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we'll be going back up to Skyloft to see our next area, and we'll be talking about something brand new. AKA, we're gonna get introduced to side quests. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.